On the News Hour debate tonight, Rajiv Rudy is taking on Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Coming to them in 2 minutes about a lot of a talk of a midterm poll. But before we come to them, to bring you up to date with what's happening, what began as whispers in political circles is now being openly talked about by leaders across party lines. The buzz on possible snap polls is now growing into a full-blown political storm. The Congress is putting up a brave face, but this afternoon at 15 minutes past 3, a top minister and a top Congress leader made a direct phone call, desperately trying to woo Mulayam Singh Yadav to bail out the government, especially after the TMC has showed a tilt towards the midterm polls, and there is a fear that other allies too might follow suit.
सरकार के ऊपर किसी किस्म का कोई खतरा नहीं और ना मध्यावधि चुनाव की कोई संभावना है.
The government trying hard to respond with conviction to a question on whether a midterm election is inevitable. The snap poll question only resounding louder post the Congress's drubbing in the state assembly elections. Strangely, before the 6th of March, it was only the JDU, AIADMK, BJD and the TMC that supported midterm polls. But come a day after the results, it was not just the TMC that was making its support apparent. The numbers in the Lok Sabha completely shifting, with the likes of the BJP, SP, SAD, the AIADMK and the left supporting a snap poll situation.
जैसी माहौल देश में है, देश की जनता चाहती है कि ये नेशनल यूपीए गवर्नमेंट जितनी जल्दी अपने घर जाए, वापस जाए.
A resounding victory in the UP polls has SP Chief Mulayam Singh nursing central ambitions. Mulayam, along with Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, have emerged as critical players given the number of seats they can deliver in a snap Lok Sabha poll.
ये इलेक्शन जब होगा तो हम लोग लड़ेंगे अपने कार्यकर्ताओं की ताकत पर. नहीं, वो तो परिणाम जनता के हाथ में है.
हम तो 24 घंटा तैयार हैं, चाहे वो चुनाव मध्यावधि हो या समय पूरा करने हो.
Now the numbers for those against midterm polls are dwindling. The Congress finding itself in a down and out state, doing everything to save face.
The day may have started with the Prime Minister dispelling notions of a midterm poll and stating that the government was confident of its numbers. But Congress's strategy managers were busy getting in touch with SP leader Mulayam Singh Yadav, not just to ensure the smooth running of the budget session, but fixing a post-poll alliance in case the Trinamool ditches the government.
What is worrying the Congress more is that after TMC's pro-poll tilt, more allies could follow suit. Key ally Sharad Pawar even accepting an invitation for Prakash Singh Badal's swearing-in ceremony.
I'm sure it's going to be an event being watched by the media and the country, and especially the Congress party and Sonia Gandhi. All this has a lot of implications, and that is what should be worrying the Congress party.
The odds of an early election thus revolving around the political calculations of current and future UPA allies. With the power lying in the hands of the TMC, SP and the likes to bring down the tottering government, the Congress will have to do more than keep its fingers crossed. With Nandita Suneja in New Delhi, Sanjana Chauhan, Times Now.
Dr. Singhvi, if the Congress party is not scared of a midterm poll, then why is it suddenly wooing Mulayam Singh Yadav? Why was the phone call made by a top minister and a top Congress leader at 3:15 from Parliament House to Mulayam Singh Yadav today? Could you please explain that?
You know, Arnab, just give me a few minutes. It's nice to allow people to have their dream world. It's nice, as Ghalib put it, that ye khayal achhe hain bhilane ke liye man. Or as an earlier regime, which is now out to topple us by circuitous means, dreamt of Mungeri Lal ke sapne. But this is nothing but sensationalism through media. First of all, I deny the call. I deny the content of the call.
So the call was made.
Taped the call.
Our sources have told us the call was made.
Let me complete. Arnab, please assume that the call was made. I am not accepting it at all, but I am assuming in your favor. Now, this is a legitimate part of parliamentary management. From there, who and how you take a leap of the imagination, not you, I mean the political parties opposed to us, to start wishful thinking that there is a midterm poll. Now, I have a simple answer for starters. Just give me 1 minute more, Arnav.
Yeah, go ahead. Then I'll let Rajiv respond.
The only known method of dealing with these things is, if you don't live by rumor mongering, if you have the courage of your convictions, if you have the strength, if you don't want to create a climate of instability and you're so sure of yourself, Mr. BJP, Mr. NDA, please come out and move a no confidence motion. Move it tomorrow, move it day after. Oh. What is all this, ducking and shadow boxing?
You are daring. You are daring the BJP.
One sec. Let me complete.
You're
not
daring the BJP
I'm saying this is the only known method. The fact that you are making these gestures is to create a climate of instability. It is not about real instability. It is to create a climate. Second point, who has ever heard in his right mind or right senses that the loss of one election state in a state assembly, remember Punjab is the only shocker for us. Hello?
Yeah, with you.
We're not going to win UP. Now, with Punjab, one state being lost, you will talk of midterm polls? What kind of logic is this? With Punjab, one state lost, will you talk of lame duck government? And if you are so sure of yourself, what is this whole, chimera, this shadow boxing? Come out straight.
You still, okay, fine. I'll get Rajiv to respond, but Dr. Singhvi, I have great respect for you. I can vouch for it. In fact, I am just not naming the leaders. The one very, very, very senior Congress leader and one very, very important central minister made a phone call at 3:15, between 3:15 and 3:35 today.
But I've answered your point, Arnab.
To Mulayam Singh Yadav.
Point. Why are you belaboring? Why are you laboring? I am saying please assume in your favor that a call was made. I'm not accepting it, but I'm saying please assume.
So the call was made not to ask.
Is it not a legitimate part of Parliament? 1 minute. Is it not a legitimate part of parliamentary management?
It is. But there must be a
legitimate part of knowing. One sec. That legitimately you know that we do not have the majority in the Rajya Sabha. We want important legislation to pass. We will have floor management. We will have interaction with other parties.
No, 1 second. Did you just say we do not have the numbers in
these are important.
Yeah, in the Rajya Sabha. Okay, fine. Rajya Sabha.
Everybody knows that we don't have the majority in the Rajya Sabha.
Fine.
Everybody knows that for passing important legislation, I can talk to BJP also.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that to pass important legislation.
So is the Samajwadi Party the new ally?
I can ask for Samajwadi Party.
Is the Samajwadi Party the new ally?
No, look, I am only saying one thing. From here to leap of the imagination to a midterm poll, there is no connection.
Rajiv Rudy is wanting to respond to you. Yes, Mr. Rudy, you've been accused.
My small submission here is that Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi calls it rumor mongering, and there are rumor mongers around. So the first rumor monger is the people from media who are playing on all their channels that there is a possibility of a midterm poll.
BJP,
so please be careful because Abhishek Singhvi is talking about the BJP. Pardon? He's talking about the
BJP is the first, not the media.
But there are other people and they're putting it. Yeah. No. The media is very good because they're only playing some shows on the channel and discussing that there is a possibility of a midterm poll. So they are absolutely fine. Absolutely, I understand that. But my small point is here. There is no point that Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi should get so edgy. We are not saying that elections are going to be held or the BJP has demanded an election. But there is something which is happening which is proving. You see, I do not talk to Mr. Sharad Pawar to make a sentence or ask him to go down to attend a function of Mr. Prakash Singh Badal, or I do not have any contacts with Ms. Mamta Banerjee where she says that she wants to go and attend the swearing in of the chief ministers who have to be inducted. So I am not talking to them. So when Mulayam Singh's party comes to power in Uttar Pradesh, and possibly that anxiety builds up, we have not discussed anything with Mulayam Singh Yadav. So I can assure you that the BJP has not had no discussions whatsoever with any of these leaders.
Rajiv, Mr. Rajiv Rudy, how do you assume you are relishing and smacking your lips at the thought of Sharad Pawar and Mamta Banerjee jumping ship and being for a midterm election? Now, 1 second. My question is, your ally, not my ally, your ally Nitish Kumar said no government can come to power without the support of regional parties. This is a statement which is an oblique indicator of the fact that regional parties, including your allies, are also reinvigorated. Nitish is going to flex his muscle vis-a-vis you. vis-a-vis you. It should
Yeah,
bother you, not just the
where
Congress party.
Yeah. Now I'll start talking the same way. I was just coming to a few more points. You gave so much time to Mr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi. I'm not saying that of course Nitish Kumar said so, and everyone says so, that they are there in the fray and they are prepared for the elections. What is the situation today? Post-elections which were recently held, especially with reference to before the elections in Uttar Pradesh, both the Samajwadi Party and the BSP to a certain extent were dependent on the Congress Party, and the Congress Party was supporting them and they were supporting the Congress Party.